by the power of Grayskull.
It's what's between them that's
Hello, this is just a quick review for Full Throttle Remastered on the PS4. I got it on a discount because of Easter. I was just flicking through, it was like 60% off everything on the PlayStation Store, so I thought I'd have a little squeeze and see what's there. And there's a shitload of like older games from the PS2 and shit like that, like Bully and Manhunt and San Andreas and all the classics. And as I was flicking through, I found this, and it was Full Throttle, the remastered, and I couldn't believe it because this is a PC game from like, I'd say early 90s, maybe, or late 90s, might be the late 90s. And it's done by Lucas, you know, Lucas Studios, who obviously George Lucas, Star Wars. So you know it's in like the writing and everything's class, because you know it's got that kind of thing. But it's a point and click kind of adventure game. You'll see what I mean when the gameplay kicks in a second. But but what you do is there to see that like that red arrow is just at the side of the screen, so I've just put the cursor on it and it's highlighted it. But you've just got a cursor in there like that, and you're just pointing to where you want to go or what you need to do, and you point to an area and he'll walk towards it. It's like one of those games. And this was my first experience of any kind of game, like a click and point game at all, and I loved it thanks to the writing, and also the design, the animation. You know, I love how you're a motorbike gang bloke, and you know, like the theme of it. It's really good. It's like Mad Max. It's like set in the future, like a dystopia, but you know what I mean. It's like I don't know, it's just got a really good theme, I like it, but I know what to do here because obviously I've played it before, so I rattled through this first bit, because when I was younger I must have played this first like couple of objectives like about, no lie, about 20 times, but I couldn't save the game and sometimes it would crash, so I'd have to go all the way back and start again. But look at the graphics, man, they weren't that bad. I mean, these are remastered, because in the options you can have it on classic, everything classic, the audio, the graphics, everything, and it's get blocky as fuck, but this is the remastered version, and it looked just like that. All they've done is like made it into HD. They haven't changed any animation at all. It's like, it's exactly the way it was back in the day, but it's just a lot cleaner and sharper, and it's got more detail. You know, it just looks like proper animation now. It's not like 32-bit where it's like Minecraft. That's what it used to look like. You know, it was proper horrendous. But you've got to siphon the gas out. But it took us ages to figure all this out, like first time around, like what you had to do, because you pick these gas cans and the hose and everything from different locations. So a lot of the time, if you're playing it for the first time, you do a lot of back and forwards because you're like, oh shit, I've seen that place I was at before. So you have to go all the way back, get it, come all the way back. So you know what to pick up first time around, like the padlock, the lock pick, the hose, the thingy can, the bit of meat. Because up this stadium thing in the top left, that's the junkyard where the dog is, and you need the meat to put it in the car so you can pick it up with the crane in the dog's trap while you get the forks, because you're trying to fix your bike. You basically, there's a mint story, there's an ambush going on and you wrecked your bike, and this wifey helped you. She's a mechanic. It turns out she's the, like, you don't know this yet if you're playing it for the first time, but spoiler alert, she's the guy who gets killed. It's his daughter, but you don't find that out until later. This is just after I've done this first section I was talking about before, where you've got to collect your forks, you've got to get fuel, and you need something else as well. I can't remember what it is. But she's fitted NOS onto the bike now, as a favour, as like an upgrade. So now I've got NOS, and he says only the is it the Rottweilers or something like that? I forgot what he mentioned, but the motorbike gang names are class. And you get points where you're riding on your motorbike and You know, you can. It's like Road Rash. You can hit people in that and change your weapon and smack the shit out of people. So it is kind of good, like. But I don't know. It's like one of those games where you can have a really good time because of the story. That's what's so good about it, the story. Because I don't normally get invested into stories on the games. Depends what the game is, and then I might. But for the most part, I skip. Like, fuck me, I can't be bothered. But this, it makes you want to watch the cutscenes. It makes you want to listen to what they're saying. So if you like it, it was only a tenner, but I think it's went up to 12 quid, so it's there to download. That's it. See you later.